welcome back to Grazy TV, and today's video is about Criminal Stars K-pop edition. The people I'll be mentioning today have been all found guilty. I'm not going to be talking about cases that are ongoing right now. Remember, you're innocent until you're found guilty. So the first case is about a comedian turned pastor, Seo Se-won. He was married to actress Seo Jung-hee, and they've been married for 32 years. Now, they met back when Seo Jung-hee was only 19 years old. So there was a video of comedian Seo Se-won abusing his wife. You can see in the video that he was pushing her, pulling her by her feet. All the way to the elevator up to where they were living. There were men standing there trying to help the situation, but I'm sure you guys know that in Korea, the law of trying to help other people are really effed up. So for example, recently there was a case where this man was trying to help this old lady. So when the man was trying to open the door for the old lady fell and died, and he was charged for manslaughter. So yes, there's a lot of cases where if you end up helping in Korea, you could be charged for something. I mean, according to the wife, the couple argued about her husband's mistress, and he threatened to kill her if she demanded a divorce. Wife Seo Jung-hee claims that she's been a prisoner for 32 years, and the only reason why she stuck through with it was for her kids. Seo Jung-hee actually claims that her husband sexually assaulted her at the age of 19, so she had to marry him. The wife filed for divorce, and eventually comedian Seo Se-won was sentenced to 6 months in prison with a 2-year suspended sentence. I believe later on he was released from prison, and that they filed for divorce and they just settled on a claim, I believe. She also said she believed things would improve once her husband became a pastor, but he did not change. So the weird thing is that later on he was photographed with a woman at the airport, and the woman was somewhere in her 30s and she was pregnant, and a lot of people were questioning, is this his mistress? And then later on he was also photographed going to someone's house, the same lady's house, and the lady had a baby. So a lot of people believe that the baby is his baby, and then this was a woman that he had an affair with. He later did claim and made a statement that the lady has nothing to do with him, that they should stop following him and asking him questions. What do you guys think? I could just imagine what kind of fear she had over these years. I mean, she was a beautiful model and actress in her young days. Next case, we're gonna be talking about some rappers. Rappers C-Jam, Vasco, and t.o.p. or t.o.p. So this is one of the most famous cases involving marijuana scandal in Korea. So if you do a hair follicle test, apparently you can find the substance all the way even back to 3 years. So I'm sure you guys know that drug laws in Korea is very strict. It's not like America or in the Western countries. Marijuana technically is considered a dangerous drug. C-Jam was a runner-up for the show Show Me the Money. He was found guilty of using marijuana. He was released for probation after 2 months in jail. C-Jam allegedly from the period of February 2017 to April 2018 purchased a total of 112 grams of marijuana from a seller at the price of approximately over $14,000. So in a statement, C-Jam does say that the reason why he used marijuana was for his music inspiration, which I'm sure you guys, if you're from the West and America, you know that marijuana apparently helps with music. Vasco is another famous rapper. He appeared on Show Me the Money. He was found using marijuana and cocaine. t.o.p. was found guilty of using liquid marijuana. He was sentenced to 10 months suspended jail sentence for drugs. He was apparently in the middle of his military duty as a policeman. He got kicked out of that, so apparently he must re-enlist and start over his 2-year military service. He allegedly smoked with another female trainee, and that female trainee was first caught, and she confessed that she did do marijuana with t.o.p. There's something called, if you do name about, I think 10 people or certain number of people that you know that did drugs with you or that sold drugs to you, you do get a lesser sentence. So if you give more names, the lesser sentence you have and the better chance the police has in catching some criminals. We're gonna be talking about rapper Ion. He was also a runner-up for the famous show Show Me the Money. He had to serve a year in prison and 80 hours of service for assault and attack during sexual encounter. Ion is said to have beat his ex-girlfriend's face after she refused his demands during sex. When she attempted to break off the relationship 15 days later, he allegedly allegedly choked her and beat her, causing injuries and fracturing her left pinky. He then apparently threatened her by stabbing himself with a kitchen tool and then telling her that if she called the police, he would tell them she stabbed him. So this was a crazy case because it was more like he said, she said. Ion still today sticks to his story that he did not attack her and that everything was consensual, and apparently his ex-girlfriend has a hitting fetish. Before this story, he was found guilty of smoking marijuana, as well as the same story as other rappers in Korea that are caught doing marijuana for their music. Moving on to some gambling cases. Did you know that in Korea it is strictly illegal to gamble? So Tony An, Lee Soo-gun, Kak Jae-hoon, Shin Jung-won, they were all found guilty of illegal gambling. The men had admitted to gambling millions of wons, which equals to hundreds of thousands of dollars, on sports through illegal gambling websites. Korea, if you're a Korean citizen, you can't even gamble outside of Korea. Moving on to actor Song Seung-won's DUI. He was known for his role in the television series Hello My 20s. He actually had 2 previous DUI incidents, and this was his 3rd one. On December 26, 2018, Song was reportedly charged for driving under the influence of alcohol without a license by Gangnam police. And he was involved in a hit-and-run incident in Cheongdam, Seoul. He fled the scene after injuring another driver. At the time of the incident, Son had a blood alcohol content of 0.206%. On April 11, Son was sentenced to 1 year and 6 months in jail. DUI cases are always so sad because he is actually lucky to not have killed someone. Moving on to rapper Black Nut. So he was also famous for being on the famous show Show Me the Money. He is known to be a rapper with very explicit lyrics and behavior. Some of his behaviors are very questionable. Back in 2017, in one of his songs, he dissed a female rapper, Kitty B. Now, Kitty B appeared on a famous show, I'm Pretty Rap Star Season 2, and his lyrics said, "I'll be honest, I jacked off Kitty B's picture, but that was before I'm Pretty Rap Star. You all probably wouldn't say this, always hiding it. I wouldn't even screw Kitty B if she was given to me for free." Now, in English, it doesn't sound as bad, but if you read it in Korean, it's such a derogatory lyric. Kitty B in a statement said, "I hope immoral lyrics and actions are no longer tolerated under the name of hip-hop, and I hope that laws pertaining to sexual crime are further enforced. I hope we can live in a society where victims can feel confident." So Black Nut was ultimately sued for defamation. On January 10, 2019, Black Nut was found guilty. He was put into 2 years of probation with the possibility of a 6-month sentence if he commits a repeated offense during his probation period, and ordered 160 hours of community service. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think the punishment was fair? Do you think that you should be even criminally charged for writing lyrics about someone? Yes or no? I would love to hear your opinion. Moving on to Glam's Tae and model Lee Ji-yoon. This was one of the famous cases involving celebrity criminals. So Tae was part of a girl group named Glam. They debuted back in 2012. They were part of Big Hit Entertainment, which now is famous for BTS. Tae and model Lee Ji-yoon blackmailed a famous actor Lee Byung-hyun. The model claimed she had a relationship with him, and after they broke up, they demanded $5 million. They also secretly recorded a video where Lee Byung-hyun was making sexual comments to them. The investigation showed messages between Lee Byung-hyun and the model Lee Ji-yeon, and they found that they were really not lovers, and there was not enough evidence that showed that they met up more than only a couple times to show that they were real lovers, which led to a conclusion that they had premeditated this. Glam's Tae was sentenced to a year in prison. Model Lee Ji-yeon was sentenced 1 month and 2 months in jail for blackmailing. Now, there is other fishy side to this story, which was that why was Lee Byung-hyun even meeting these girls if he was already married and his wife was pregnant? So you guys let me know what you guys think of this case. Moving on to Kang Seung-hoon's fraud charges. So Kang Seung-hoon is a member of a famous boy group called Shekskis. They were more from the 90s group. They were revived through YG Entertainment. So back in 2013, he was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months for fraud. Apparently, he borrowed over $850,000 from 3 different people without paying back. His sentence was later reduced to 2 years of probation after promising the victims that he would pay back. Now, he is actually very famous for more fraud cases that are ongoing right now. So recently, he was on the news for embezzling his fan cafe money and not refunding after canceling his Taiwanese fan meeting. They have never provided them with information regarding what happened to all this money that the fan cafe has raised. This is the first time hearing cases of fans suing celebrities. Him and his girlfriend were also accused of trespassing and assaulting his former manager.
찍고 있는데 되거든요. 뭐 하시는 거야 지금 남의 두고? 뭐 하시는 거야 지금? 누구 만들었는지.
의사 물어보는 거예요.
근데 지금
찍으세요 지금.
예, 괜찮아요.
얼마든지. 얘기랑 저기 얘기를 하는데 자꾸
갈게요.
After this incident, the former manager has accused Kang Seung-hoon and his girlfriend of trespassing and assault. So after seeing this research, there's actually a lot of cases where a lot of celebrities have been charged for assaults, fraud, embezzlement. So let me know what you guys have thought about these cases. Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, put a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.